I'm gonna rip this tag off because I'm the consumer and I can do that. Hey guys, it is almost 11:30 and I'm headed to my classroom for classroom setup day 4. I just left from working with my husband. We went to the new teacher orientation. That was kind of cool because I was not working like as a teacher or a teacher helper. I was working with more of what my husband does. And my mom met me with my nieces and she took MJ so she can have like a nana and grandchild day together with them, so they're gonna have fun. So I just picked up some Taco Bell because I'm not hungry at the moment, but I feel like right when I get to work I'm gonna be hungry, so I might as well get something now and then I can eat it when I get to work. So I will have about 4 hours in my room today, which is a pretty good amount of time. It's exactly what I need because I haven't really had a lot of time in my classroom. If you saw my previous classroom setups, I really haven't been able to really get anything done in my room. So today is gonna be like 4 hours of get stuff done. My goals are to put together these 2 IKEA little side tables that I have that are gonna be for like 1 or 2 students. In the past I have done something similar, but like I'll just take like an individual desk and just lower that and put them back to back, or put them just one here, one there. So it's still the same concept, but with this I'm not going to have to lower the table. So I like this idea more, and then the students just either sit or kneel down in front of the coffee tables. So I just want to have my spaces defined. So get my table set up. I'm going to really try to finish my bulletin boards, then start bringing out my manipulatives and setting them up around the room. Next week is our professional development week, and our principal just sent us an email this morning saying that we can stay at work until 8:30 so we can go in. I think usually the professional developments end around 4 or 4:30, so that would give us like after getting back to work in traffic and all that, that'd probably give me a good 3 hours if I was able to come in. So I'm pretty sure I'll come in at least once or twice next week, but I really don't want to. As I'm putting together this IKEA table, I'm just going to... So in these next few clips, just watch how many different things I try to put this table together. Talk to you, and man, I wish there was something... This is hurting my hand. This is really uncomfortable. I had to go speak to, well, the custodians came over to me to speak to me because I requested a cafeteria table, and they were just trying to make sure of which one I wanted for my classroom, so that took some time. My mom got me like this little toolkit thing a very long time ago. I think it was like in my first apartment. She got it for me, and it has these little pliers in them, and it's a good enough grip to where it's kind of working. I'm not sure how I was supposed to put this together without tools. I don't know, but this is like too much. I'm really proud of myself because I'm very helpful, and I find that this is an issue even throughout the school year. Like, I will go to school, I think I'm stripping the screw, but I will go to school early in the morning and have plans to do something and tell myself, you know, even if somebody asks me for help, I'm going to say no because I have, oh, they're here with my table.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Looks so good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Looks nice.
There goes my table, and I'm gonna, of course, scoot it out, and I think I'm gonna get rid of at least one of these tables, but I have my cafeteria table. And I think I was saying that I always help people, and so I'll get to work early with the goal to have like set things done but then somebody else will just so happen to get there early and they have a purpose too, and then they'll ask me to help them, and then I don't get what I'm there for done because I help people. So I have a problem with that. I have a problem with saying no. I'm a people pleaser and I know all these things, and so I'm very proud of myself because someone just now asked me, she was like, oh, I'm so happy to see you here. I was having a problem with my technology, and since you're the technology person, because I am the technology rep on my team, she was like, you're the technology person, so I was wondering if you could help me. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't today. I said I have a very limited amount of time. I need to get things done, so I wish I could, but I can't. And so, you know, saying it, I felt kind of bad a little bit, but then after I said it, I was like, go you, because, you know, she has things she wants to get done and I have things I want to get done, and what makes somebody else's things more important than mine? Nothing. But I always do that to myself, and then like I go home and end up working because I didn't take the time that I set out to do what I needed to do. So that's just a tip for like people in general. Like, you know what, like you only have a certain amount of time to do stuff, so don't let others like rob your time. Okay, I was in a groove, but then when they came in I stopped, and now I don't know where to put this thing at. Oh, I was struggling, so I stopped recording and I turned on a YouTube video and I started eating my taco. I got a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, so I started eating that because I was thinking there has to be an easier way. Like, this is stressing me out too much. So really what I was supposed to do was attach the screw to the table just a little bit, and then this is what I'm gripping on to hold it to screw it in place. So I think the handle is Activity 10cc. I think that's it. Thanks so much, man, because I knew there had to be an easier way. I should have let my husband do this because I don't really feel like doing it. I've done a few things without y'all seeing just because I just really wanted to get in the zone, and so now I have to stop because I told myself that I am not going to start going through cabinets and taking stuff out and putting it on the tables and then just have a big mess. And I guess that is just how I work, because that is exactly what I'm starting to do. I really needed my stapler, and I had been using a stapler from the front, but I really needed my stapler, and I knew it was in my cabinet somewhere, this teacher cabinet right here, and so I had to find it, and I found it, thankfully. But in the process, like, all of this has happened, all of that. I took almost everything out. Over here, this bench right here, I had individual crate seats, like I think the first year that I did flexible seating, and the students broke them that year. They started to dent, and so last year I still used them, but then they started to dent even more. So like the last week of school, I ended up using E6000, and no. Yeah, I think I used E6000 and zip ties to keep them together. So now they're like, I have 6 of them, so I pretty much made 2 benches. And I have these pillows that I put together from Walmart. There's one on top of here. So you can see it down there. I covered it up with a blanket because it looked like this. Like, this is so disgusting. We have grab and go breakfast, and so that means that students eat breakfast in our class, and so those things got so dirty last year, and I would scrub them and it would bother me. So I went ahead and covered this. I don't know how long it's gonna last because it's not really cut. Like, look at this right here. They're gonna pull that down really quickly. It's not glued, it's not sewn. I stapled like 3 staples on each side, so I already know it's not gonna last, but right now that's what's gonna happen. And then whenever it falls apart in the first couple days of school, then I'll deal with it, but at least it looks good for now. And the other crate seat is inside of the cabinet still underneath this stuff, but I'm not messing with that right now. So what I'm gonna do is put this stuff back in that container, and then I'm gonna start taking my desks down that are right here. And I only so far have put together one of the IKEA tables. That's all my brain can handle. Cafeteria table that I asked for is the old one, so the seats are a little bit tattered and torn. So I'm happy that I purchased those seat covers from Dollar Tree. But now I'm trying to figure out what to do with the little straps that are hanging off of them. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut the straps off, and then I am not gonna do it right now, but I'm pretty sure that excuse me, I'm pretty sure that I'm tired. I'm pretty sure that I will end up Velcroing, just putting a couple of strips of Velcro on here, because I don't think that hot glue will last with the students rubbing. Even last year when I hot glued like the pillow to the crate seats, that didn't last either. Students find a way to tear stuff up. But for now, I'm gonna rip this tag off because I'm the consumer and I can do that. And then I'm gonna cut the rest of the straps. I cut off all the straps and I tore off all of the tags, so they are ready for Velcro. I'm just gonna leave them on top of the table for now just because I'm not ready to Velcro them yet. And I'm putting my lamp together. I have two that look like this that I got from, I'm sure, Walmart. Probably my first year of teaching, and they last every year. I just have to put them back together. I do have another one that one of my coworkers gave me, but I don't really have anywhere to put it in here. But for some reason, this room, the emergency lights in here, I don't think they work. Like when the lights go off, it's completely dark. So I do need some lamps. I don't have windows in here, so I just need to make sure that I turn my lamps on just in case the lights go off. It gets really, really dark in here. Everyone keeps coming by saying that I've made a lot of progress, and I'm just like, okay. I feel like I could have made more, but there's enough for now. I know I'm gonna have to come in here next week after my other training, which I was trying not to do, but life happens. I have my two lamps at the front of the room. That one is the cheap one, and this one is the one that someone gave me, so it's a little better quality. I've had this one for 5 years, and the one just like it was a little bit more raggedy than this one, and when I plugged it in, a spark happened, and so then I just threw it away and took this one out because I was not going to use this one at first because it didn't match. But now I'm wondering if it just didn't work because that electrical outlet doesn't work. I plugged this lamp in there, it didn't work. I tried this one, it didn't work. I moved down here and it worked. And now the one right beside it works. So I guess there's just something wrong with this plug. I threw the other light away, so I probably threw it away and it probably still works. But yeah, it probably belongs in the trash. MJ is here pretending that he's a football player, so if you hear a little bit of background noise, that's what that is. But I'm about to get out of here. I just want to show y'all how my room looks right now on day 4. I really feel like this has been the only day that I've really gotten stuff done. As soon as I walk in, I have this bookshelf right here. These are not going to stay there. Then the only bulletin board I have done is my Drake one, and this is for math and science. I just have to put the labels on there. My counters aren't as full as they used to be, but they're still pretty full. I figured out that for my schedule, I'm going to create a digital and analog clock and just put it on the left, like where you see that white thing there. I covered up this bookcase right here. Well, it's not really a bookcase, but I covered it up to make it into a bookcase, and it's right next to this longer bookcase right there. Here's my cafeteria tables. I put my desks right here. This is one of the little tables that I made and those rugs on top. I got these from Dollar Tree and I'm hoping that they have something similar so I can get a couple more, and I think I'm gonna put them like back in this corner. Then I have these two tables here. I have one bench on that side and I have another one that I'll put this way. I have a couple stools there and the stability balls. Here's the rug that MJ put together. My cabinet is going to stay right there, and this little corner is going to be my corner, but I don't have a desk. So I have this bookcase right here, and then I put my laptop and all the other things that I'm teaching from on that cart right there. I have my dry erase board. These are some extra stools that students can grab when needed, and my file cabinet. Then we're back to the door. If you have any questions or comments about anything, make sure you leave those thoughts down below. And if you haven't subscribed, I'm not sure why, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope it helps some of you out.
Bye.
Bye.